No one is perfect. We all make mistakes. If you're able to say sorry or take accountability for your actions and own up to it without feeling bad or guilty, get out of here, because this video is not for you. This video is for people like me who maybe struggle with saying sorry, who struggle with taking ownership of their actions. Today, I want to go over some ways that we can take ownership of our actions in ways that build us up instead of breaking us down in a shame spiral. If the lighting is different, I just turn on the lights. But part one, the difference between accountability and shame. So in my eyes, feeling guilt and shame is just focusing on the negative part, on what you've done, and thinking that it's a part of you. Whereas taking accountability and apologizing, promising to better, it's focusing on the future. So I think the first step in this is just recognizing that when we own up to something, it doesn't mean we're admitting to being a failure or a mess up. We're just recognizing the action that is external to us was wrong, but who we are internally is not bad. We're not bad people. Part two is how shame can block our growth. We might attach that failure to our identity. So when it's so set in stone thinking like that, like all I do is mess up, all I do is make mistakes, I can't do anything right, this is who I am, there's no room for growth there because you think that this is the way it is. You might avoid taking accountability for your actions. You might avoid saying sorry because those failures are inherent to you. And it's hard to admit to that when you think that these failures define you. Another way that I think that shame can block our growth, we can be stuck in maybe even over apologizing. We're so ashamed of what we've done. We just can't stop apologizing for it and apologizing. But that means we can't move forward. If we're focused on what we've done and we're just constantly apologizing, how are we going to move forward? It's okay to feel bad for something you've done, but when you've attached that shame and guilt and it doesn't allow you to move past that, like you're stuck in that feeling, we can't grow. Feeling shame and feeling guilt while taking accountability isn't a problem in itself. I think it's just a problem when you stay stuck in it. And now part three is a 3-step framework for taking accountability. Step number 1, observe without judgment. This step helps us separate the behavior, the mistake from our identity. We're not a mistake. We're not a failure. We're not bad people. So we're looking at the event, the behavior that we're taking accountability for, and look at it as an observer. Ask yourself, why did I do that? What were the emotions I was feeling when I did that? A lot of times we can tie it back to fear, anger, jealousy, etc. But feelings are not who you are. They're things you experience. So create that unattachment to those feelings that led you to that behavior. This way, when we go into step 2, we don't feel that attached feeling of guilt and shame as a part of who we are. The second step is we're taking ownership. Easier said than done. When we own it, we can say, I see where I went wrong, and I see where I could have done better. No spiraling into I ruin everything. That doesn't help anything, and remember, that'll just keep us stuck. The third step, after we've owned it, we've recognized what we've done. Yup, I made a mistake. Number 3, repair and recommit. The first 2 steps are great. Like we've separated the behavior from who we are, so we know we're not a bad person where we just make mistakes. And the second one is great. Yeah, I know that I did a bad thing. That's great and all, but we need aligned action afterwards for it to mean anything. Otherwise, it's all a bunch of talking. So here, we're going to offer our sincere apology, as well as a sincere correction. Define what you'll do differently next time going forward. It shows that, yeah, not only are you aware what you've done, but you also know how to do better moving forward. It shows you've taken those steps to really think and put in the effort that next time you're dedicated to doing better. So part 4, emotional regulation during accountability. This one's for me. Accountability does require a certain level of self-compassion. Be nice to yourself. Everybody makes mistakes. It's okay to acknowledge them and own up to them as much as we don't want to. For me, this is the best way to emotionally regulate, but just breathe. Take deep breaths and reaffirm to yourself that I'm allowed to make mistakes. It's okay to make mistakes, and I'm still a good person. I'm still okay. Inhale awareness and exhale any judgment you may feel towards yourself. No one is perfect. No one is perfect. We all make mistakes. We don't all own up to it though, but you're different. You're strong. You're self-aware. Self-awareness is like the key to life. Lastly, I just kind of want to end this with accountability is the pathway to freedom. It really is the moment you stop hiding from yourself. You quit hiding behind that shield of guilt and shame, and you start guiding yourself towards becoming a better person, a more self-aware person who can own up to their mistakes without feeling bad, because we know that our mistakes do not define us. It's who you were. It's not who you were, but it's what you did. But we're not focused on that. We're focused on moving forward to what you can and will do. Ask yourself right now, what's one area of your life that you can take accountability of with love instead of shame this week? Thank you so much for being here, and I hope this made sense. So please like and subscribe for more mental health, self-development type of stuff, and hopefully we'll see you next time.